What it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy HD Puso, Hoodstafied Records, Hoodsta Funk, Hoodsta Rap, West Coast, and it's all finna go down, y'all. It's finna go down. It's all finna go down, y'all. Patience always win the race. Remember that, youngsters? Patience always wins the chess game, any chess game. Any chess game. And life is definitely a chess game. What's up? It's your boy HD Puso, representing Hoodstafied Records, which is a startup record company that specializes in producing what we call Hoodsta Funk / Hoodsta Rap hip hop music. We have 3 announcements to make today. These are real big announcements. We finna get straight to it. As I said before, and as the slogan is for the debut album that's about to drop this year, inshallah, God willing, first order of business, I told you guys, prepare for a violent change of power. I think that, those who are in the know exactly where I'm about to go with that. To my Facebook followers, to my YouTube followers, to my YouTube subscribers, please subscribe and hit your notification bell. Please share this content. After you done watching this, at least share it with one person, please. You don't gotta like it. You don't gotta leave no comments. But if you guys really want to support me and help the company and help our culture and help our people, period. Our kind. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Our kind. If you really, really want to make a change in this world, share this with one person. That's all I ask. Share this with one person. Because I want you guys to really get involved in what's going on. What's going on is a digital world. It's a digital revolution that's going on. And Nipsey Hussle warned y'all. Nip told y'all. Listen to Mailbox Money and Victory Lap. He was telling y'all this was about to happen. The digital floodgates is open, and it's horrible right now. What that got to do with the 3 announcements? Everything. I'm kind of all over the place, but in a minute you're going to see that it all makes sense what I'm talking about. This is the best time to make a change in what's going on in our communities. It's a lot of death, unnecessary death in our communities that's been going on for a very long time, and we need to stop it. And we can stop it. I understand beef is beef, but I'm talking about unnecessary beef. I'm talking about unnecessary issues. I'm talking about unnecessary people losing their lives, man, out here today. Post-COVID, pre-COVID, during COVID, it's all related. Trust me. And I've been home for a very short time, but believe me, I've been doing my due diligence. I watched the market. long enough because I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see what was going on. If it was worth me even trying to get back into, try to seek justice for Nick, for Earl, for Fee, for all the true homies that lost their lives behind selective politics. We finna bring an end to all that. So it's about to go down, man. It's some real big current events that's going on. I'm pretty sure everybody is aware of that come from where I come from. That subculture. And it seemed like it's just a total mess with this street gang culture to end up to. And I'm laughing because y'all, I'm telling you, by the time I'm done laying everything out to y'all start to finish, y'all gonna be like, oh, yeah, start to finish. Everything y'all seeing right now, y'all seeing for a reason. In law, it's called corpus delicti, meaning chain of events. This happened that caused that to happen. It's like a domino effect. When this domino hit that domino fell forward and hit that one, and that one fell forward and hit that one. It's the chain of events. Nothing happens for nothing. Everything happens for a reason. Now, the meaning behind the reason, well, that's something totally different. That's a conversation that most people don't have because they don't know. They rather assume. And that's the mess that we in right now. Nip, same thing. Y'all don't know nothing about that. But when I explain everything, see, I'm the guy. Anything that got to do with Crenshaw and Slauson subculture, not the street gang and all that, but the actual subculture that controls the behavior of the street gang, that's what I talk about. I've sat down with cultural anthropologists who broke everything down and explained the reason why things happen the way they happen in street gang culture. I like to talk about that. That's what you go get for Hoodstafied Records. That's what you go get from HD Puso as an artist. You're gonna get the meaning and explanations behind. You're gonna get great stories, but woven into the stories, you're gonna get a chance to know and understand the meaning. The meaning is gonna be transparent. The meaning behind life, the meaning behind everything that happens to you in life, everything that happens to us in life happens for a purpose, even the things that's really effed up. It happens for a reason. And when you can be able to discern the reason, then you can be able to cope with why things happen. And hopefully if you're smart and you're optimistic, you can use that information and then you can incorporate it in your everyday decision making, and you should make better decisions because now you understand the meaning of why certain things happen to us as we journey through life. So I know I'm all over the place. I'm kind of like leaving what is called breadcrumbs. As I get to the business at hand, then you'll understand and everything will, fit in place. Let's get to the business at hand. So Hoodstafied Records is my label. It's an independent West Coast label. I'm the owner and operator. I'm the president. My wife is the vice president. I'm the CEO, and I'm the headliner artist. My catalog, well, I guess it started when I featured on the Hood Unit Underground Volume 2 mixtape. That was produced by who you guys know as Cowboy. I know as Lil Cadmac. But it was produced by Lil Cadmac, aka Cowboy. I did Lil Homies, 6 Time 10, and then eventually I ended up doing Never Turn Down the Fade. After that, as the story goes, for those who want to know a little bit about me, my backstory and my background before I get to these announcements, and then go ahead and I got a Rolando, I gotta go. Just give you some validation of who I am and my background. HD Puso, aka Hoodstafied Puso, aka Hoodstafied the Great. I come from 2004 Hood Unit era. Hood Unit was a mixtape where it was like a compilation that me and Cowboy put together, and it guest starred all of the homies in the hood that knew how to rap, and we was using it as kind of like a showcase project. And we got all of the homies from all of the different blocks in the hood to come together that had the hardest rappers off of their block to come together in one session and do a compilation mixtape. And it was called Hood Unit. And the specific intent of Hood Unit that was actually put together, I'm told, between KD and Lil Cadmac. They the ones who created Hood Unit from what my understanding. They created Hood Unit. They created Hood Unit, and it was meant to bring all of the homies together who had what they call clique beefs or block beefs, with certain groups in the neighborhood that didn't get along with each other. And so to cease the beef, we used the music to cease the beef. And it worked. All the blocks, even the ones that didn't get along with each other, sent their best rapper. And we did the Hood Unit. And that's where Lil Homies came from. The Lil Homies video is on YouTube right now. So, and that's where I come from. I'm the same dude who started the Slauson Boys. Yeah, that's right. I'm the same dude who started the Slauson Boys. HD Puso. After that, me and Nipsey did Won't Change. That was the first record that's supposed to have been on the Slauson Boy mixtape that me and Nip was going to produce. Never made it. I went to jail. Nip got signed to Epic. We went our separate ways. We seen each other again. I was doing my thing, he was doing his. I went back to jail. 8 years into my term, he passed away. Now I'm back. And I'm back to finish what we started. So now let's get to these announcements. That's what Hoodstafied Records is about. That's who HD Puso is. And my mission goal is to create music and movies and to tell stories through literature for my community and my subculture, which is the Crenshaw District, to the world for entertainment purposes, and hopefully to educate, empower, and inform all people who are suffering from the elements of life. And hopefully we can be able to share different remedies of how to cope with challenges that we struggle with on a day-to-day basis. All right, man. So there you go, man. That's the full spiel. Let's get to these announcements. Announcement number one, first order of business playlist. My debut album, First Order of Business. Y'all ready? Got 20 tracks on it. 21 with the title track intro. But yeah, I had to hit y'all with the whole 100-round clip. 20 tracks. That's equivalent to a double album or a double CD album. That's close to 2 hours. If not, I gotta count up the minutes. But I know for sure it's way more than 45 minutes, champ. My debut album, I had to show consistency. I had to show talent. I had to show quality. I had to show significance. So I had to go above and beyond. I had to show that this particular talent is unlimited. So I gave y'all 20 exclusive. I wrote the songs. I picked out the beats. We working with 3 producers. Only got one feature. A 20-song record album. First Order of Business. HD Puso's first debut album. This ain't a mixtape. I'm ready to compete on the market. I'm following behind it. I'm finna clean house. That Hoodstafied rap style I started, and I'm about to show that I'm the creator of it. In the market, it's gonna be a reflection by the sales. So it's gonna be 20 tracks on it. First Order of Business, the album gonna have 20 tracks on it. And yeah. Never turn down the fade for all my true Hoodstafied fans. I redid Never Turn Down the Fade, Never Turn Down the Fade on there. But now that old, I left that on YouTube. If you want to hear my catalog, you got to go to YouTube. You can hear my catalog. But the only record that's on my album that's on YouTube that's in my catalog that's old is one record. And it's the second most favorite and popular record that I have in my catalog, and that's Never Turn Down the Fade, produced by Daz Dillinger. Daz, what's up, man? Daz, you see this, man? Yeah, baby, I got you. We'll do that split sheet, Daz. Let's do the split sheet. I fuck with Tell Corrupt. Nephew said, I'm good to go, nigga. Clear that shit, Daz. Yeah, but other than that, they all brand new records. These brand new songs. I'm talking about basically everything that's going on, that's current events, and what led up to it. So, First Order Business, my debut album, we now know gonna have 20 records on there. There's gonna be 21 with the intro, which is the title track. And the name of the actual records. Next week, we're gonna announce next Friday, April 18th, 2025, which is my birthday, by the way. Yeah, by the way. On my birthday, I will reveal the name of the records that's going to be on my classic, legendary, co-produced by HD Puso album. We Never Turn Down the Fade on it, the remix. I'm going to reveal the name of every record, all 20 records. I'm going to tell y'all the name of them. The order of the playlist, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go with how I'm in the order that I'm going to reveal the name of the records, the playlist. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to change it. But next Friday, y'all tune in. That's why please subscribe right now. Hit the notification button. I promise y'all, you follow me, y'all sign up with me, everybody just turn on HD Puso. Like, man, let's check this dude out. I'm the real dude. I check out. I guess it's my time. I've been supposed to have took off. Everybody that know about HD Puso know I've been supposed to have took off. It wasn't my time, but it's my time right now. Guess what? White people ain't scared of it no more. Hoods to rap. Prepare for a violent change of power. Okay. So that's what's going on. Next Friday, April 18, 2025, will be the revelation and the disclosure of the actual name of the records. And we're going to talk a little bit about the subject matter of each record, all 20 of them, next Friday. Hit the notification button on YouTube. Number 2, Stay in the Know podcast. I got my own podcast. It's different. That's all I'm going to tell y'all right now. It's different. It's similar, but it's totally different. The thesis for the Stay in the Know podcast is basically we're going to give you guys factual information in regards to what's going on today. And again, you know me, I'm about corpus delicti, the chain of events, why things led up. We're going to dive into why things, the psychology behind why things led up. You know, we going to hit y'all with finding the facts. It ain't going to be a bunch of what they call yellow journalism. That means fake news, just gossip. Yeah, they can say that they got the facts, but is it helpful? You know, how is this report going to help the listener on the receiving end? How can this individual benefit from that? Knowing that somebody's a rat? Is that all you got? At damn near 50? You know who I'm talking to, and eventually me and you gonna have a real serious sit down, brother. Because how you doing it ain't right, and we around the same age group. So this gonna be a real serious politic sit down, because you wrong, my brother. You totally wrong, and I'll say the rest later. So anyway, the Stay in the Know podcast, it air next Saturday. It's airing Saturday. Saturday, April 19th, day after my birthday. Stay in the Know podcast. It's executive produced by HD Puso. It's my show. I will say that you guys are going to be able to listen more to what's going on than seeing. And it's a reason why I did that. But it's a listening piece. I can tell you that. It's definitely a listening piece. It's definitely going to be informative. It's going to be educational, and it's going to be empowering. Is the EIE formula: educational, informative, and empowering. I think I spelled empowering right. But so look for Stay in the Know. I'm I'm interviewing someone very, very significant that come from the subculture. I just say that. And it's a very interesting episode. This is episode 1. So y'all need to tune in and see who my guest is. It's my first guest. And it's a real it gets real serious and it gets real intimate. We are talking about guns and illegal gun possession and the consequence of it. I will tell you that. We're also talking about despair, pain, and struggle. So it's real deep. You guys need to tune in to that. We got that going on Saturday. And it airs around noon Pacific Standard Time. Standing O Podcast. You guys can be able to like hit the notification button. That's what I'm saying. Subscribe, hit the notification button, and then you'll be able to hear for the first time the interview with me interviewing my first guest on the show, and then you can see if that's something that you guys want to tune into. And we're gonna do that every other week. So we're gonna do that twice a month. I have a new host. I have a new guest, and I will be the host, and I will also have co-hosts. Is where I was trying to say. I have co-hosts, and we'll just start getting into what's going on in the world, and hopefully in your life and in my life and in everybody's life, on the entertainment side and also on the consumer side. You know, we're gonna dive into that on that platform, and we're gonna have a lot of fun too, man. But the most important part is while y'all tune in, my goal is to make sure everybody's safe. Okay? So that's Stay in the Know podcast when y'all tune in. If I can't guarantee you nothing else from tuning in to my podcast, I can guarantee you one thing is that you're gonna be safe for sure while you listening in to what we talking about. You're gonna have a lot to take away. But even if you don't take nothing away while you was tuned in for that period of time, you was safe. All right. So that's number 2, the Standing No Podcast. Once again, it airs season 1, episode 1. And the guest is, I'm not announcing the guest. You guys just gotta tune in. But I can guarantee you it's somebody that you know or you're gonna know. It is a male, I can tell you that, and he is off the East Coast. And he hood too. I can tell you that. So that's number 2, and number 3, the landing page. The first order of business landing page is under development right now. It's under development right now. I got the team on it. I sat down, had a meeting with a couple of people who's been pointing me in the right direction. You know, y'all remember I just did 10 years over some BS. We gonna get into that. But we putting together the landing page so we can be able to have that call to action going on. You guys can be able to get all of the information. Everybody that's supporting HD Puso, everybody that's supporting Hoodstafied Records, everybody who really want to know what's going on with Nip. It's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes content about follow-ups on Nip. Before, much more before his unfortunate demise. We're going to be talking about, it's going to be more of a celebration of his life. We're going to be telling you guys through my channels and through my outlet. You guys is going to learn like as much as I know about it. And I know a lot. Black Sam, what's up? You see this? What's up to Sam, Dad, Black Sam, Nip Nip, Daddy, Salam Alaikum. You know, I know these people very well. And anyway, so the landing page, you know, of course, I'll be able to get you guys to sign up. I call it onboarding. You know, you guys will be onboarded in my campaign and what I got going on. And that's basically finding the facts, man. I'm just a factual type of guy. I'm a fair man. I've always been. Anybody who know me, who really know me beyond the rumors, beyond the speculations, they know that I am a fair man. I do believe in family. Family is very important to me. I do know that in family you got conflict, you got disagreements, you got disarray, you got displacement. It happens. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about that on my show. We're going to have professionals on my show. It ain't going to just be a bunch of, you know, hood Negroes calling in, gossiping about street gang violence that we see out our window every day, that we hear on our phone every day, and we sick of it. We need solutions. So on my show, I'm going to have professionals on there. We're going to have resources on there. We're going to have contact resources on there. It's going to be a serious network going on. A network of information that's going to be provided to you guys. So when you tune in with me, we're going to be providing, you know, a lot of information, man, and we're going to be providing resources and solutions to this information, along with this information. So we're gonna have that going on. My specific intent for doing that is to make sure that we, you know, provide solutions. You know, we at the era and we at the time now, especially in my age group and my demographic, that we should be able to be an information center. We should be able to provide solutions to people that's seeking. So that's what we doing over in my network. I mean, in my on my outlet, and on my platform, and you'll start seeing how sophisticated not only myself but everybody around me is, and we all share one thing in common, and that's healing. You know, you got idiots out here in this world, you know, that's trying to stop people from healing and recovering and establishing income so that we can be able to live, man. You know, OG told me a long time ago, he said, Dob, life is money and living is spending it. Life is money and living is spending it. So, you know, in order to have a life, you got to get money. You know, you gotta create sources of income stream. You know, and you have to do it legal. You know, that's another thing about me that you're gonna learn, man. That I'm learning about myself, man. The legal route is a challenge. It's definitely a challenge of who you really are. You got to really dig deep. You know what I'm saying, to make that real bag, to have that real bag legally with, you know, with clean hands. You know, we can get it illegally. We can, you know, send it here, send it there, or however you get it illegally, and you can be online with hundreds of thousands of dollars from, you know what I'm saying, gambling. And I'm not speaking bad about nobody hustle, trust me. We talked about bank robberies in the album. That's how we got it. It was robberies. And we can talk about that because everything I talked about, everything I talked about in the album, everything that I talked about on the album, the statute of limitation already ran or nigga already did the time for it. or whoever I'm talking about either dead or the statue ran or they already did the time for it. You know, that's what took me so long. And before I close on this, because I already got a minute and a half on it, which was a good job. I was going for 7 minutes. But the difference between me that make me significant, HD Puso significant, what make HD Puso significant and what makes me different is I got in trouble first. That's what took so long for me to get here. I did the dumb shit first. I made all the mistakes first. I did the wild shit first. I suffered behind all that. My family suffered already behind that. Prior to me taking off. Prior to me getting into the, you know what I'm saying, the rap business or the entertainment industry. I did all that first. That's what took me so long. I'm damn near 50. Finally about to take off. First project. What took me so long? Before y'all look out the grades and call me old. Again, it's a reason for the rhyme. What took me so long is because I really did it first. What's insignificant about your cookie cutter cliche artist and product and project is they got the bag first. Then they used it to finance the goofy shit that they did or they doing. And that's how they getting caught up after becoming millionaires. Me, I got caught up, cleaned my shit up, got my life together. Praise God that he allowed me to crawl on my hands and knees up out of that shit and live to tell it as an entertainer, because I was blessed with a particular skill set or a talent that is now considered a product, and it will compete on the market, and it will do well. So, hey, man, look, time to go. I had y'all for almost 40 minutes. That's the announcements. You know, First Order Business album. Got 20 records on it. The announcement of those records is going to be on my birthday next Friday, 4/18/1976, April 18, 1976. We're gonna reveal that the name of the 20 records that's gonna be the playlist for the album, and then that following 19th, 4/19/25 is going to be the broadcasting at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time of the first season, first episode, Stand and No show, hosted by myself, HD Puso, and the special guest. You gotta tune in. Hit the notification. We're gonna put it on YouTube, and then we're gonna show clippings like we're supposed to on all the other platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I told y'all, First Order Business is finna go down, baby. Prepare for a violent change of power. HD Puso, Hoodstafied Records is the label. 2025 is gonna be a year of the demonstration. 2026 is gonna be the year of the collection play. So listen, man, this shit is really finna go down. We gonna talk about everything y'all wanna talk about. We gonna self-correct. That's exactly what we gonna do on my outlets, on all my outlets. We gonna self-correct. We gonna get the real people that's really gonna be involved. We finna kill all the yellow journalism where people are lying and misleading people with false information with the intent to sell their narrative and sell their story. They call it clickbait. There's all different type of names for it, but back in the days, they called it in the early 1900s, and before that, in the actually late 1800s, they called it yellow journalism. When the media or the journalists, which is these podcast hosts, took the story and then changed the actual facts of the story into to a false narrative, and then reported it to the public as the true nature of events. It's called yellow journalism, and that's what they're doing. Other guys are just making big mistakes, man. They getting on this podcast and they're glorifying the criminal lifestyle like the shit is cool. That's the other side of it. We're going to dive deep into that. So that's what I got to give y'all, man. It's going to be hard work. So the collection plate is going to be out, man. The collection plate is definitely going to be out. But we definitely need funding, to make all this happen. We got nonprofits that's going to be involved. We're definitely going to be an outlet for reform, recidivism. We're going against it. We're going to kill idle time. We're going to talk about that on the Standing No podcast show. That's all I got for y'all, man. Look, I done talked to y'all till the sun came down, man. This is a beautiful night. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all, man, that things need to change in our lives, and we're the only person. Expect yourself to be the only person that's going to change it. All right? Let's stop expecting other people to change things in our lives. Let's hold ourselves responsible for the change that needs to happen in our lives in order for us to get the results that we seek. Okay, let me say that one more time before I close, because I think this causes the depression and the anxiety, the high blood pressure that's leading to heart attacks, that's leading to diabetes, that's leading to drug abuse, that's leading to alcohol abuse, that's leading to incarceration. I think because we're doing this, and then I gotta go. What we do as human beings is we expect other people to do more for ourselves than we do for ourselves. And that's what you call a false expectation. Oh, no. That's called an unrealistic expectation. When you expect a person to do more for you than you doing for yourself, that's called an unreasonable expectation. Stop doing that. The people that want to help is going to chime in when they hear you telling your story, and the people that can't help or is not going to help is not going to chime in and say, oh, I can help you with that. Stop putting your issues on somebody else and expect for them to hand it back resolved. That's an unreasonable expectation. And we're going to talk about that, man, on the Standing No podcast, man. We're going to get professionals on the show. We're going to get professionals on the show, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to find out, is that a problem? We're going to do what they call a quantitative, and then we're going to do a quantitative analytical review of that subject matter. Come on, man, don't play with your boy Puso, man. We gonna get to it. Look, man, hey, look, I gotta go. Much love, man. Tune in. It's HD Puso.
I sang, gave y'all all I had for the bag. Rebelling wasn't easy, it took time, but I smashed. Never gave up, never gave a fuck. When they told me I was too old and you would never go gold. Let's go, used to rap, bro. They never heard it. Got them ISRCs after conversion came cheese.